If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, if you want to tell me you hate my videos, the best way to do it is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Drake is about to outsell everybody with old music, and Remy Ma's off probation. Plus, I think Black Hippy might be coming. Let's talk hip-hop. Oh, this is dope, right? Because Drake, it shows you like how much of a superstar rapper he is, right? That Drake released like this album, Care Package, right? And this is not like this is not new music or anything, right? This is old stuff, right? But it's like onesies, twosies, little songs that might have came out on mixtapes or just like random tracks that he dropped or whatever like that. But he put them all like on one project. Well, not all of them, but like a good amount of them on one project so that, you know, he could put it on streaming services, right? And this is fire because it's sort of like Nas's lost tapes too. The only thing is that these tapes ain't lost that Drake put out, right? Nas's tapes were lost because nobody ever heard none of it before, right? But it's still dope, right? And it's cool because, like, for some crazy reason, he's about to have the #1 hip-hop album in the country just based off of this right here, right? And so, unlike Travis Scott, where, you know, Travis Scott is bundling, you know, ticket sales with the album sales, or unlike Chance the Rapper, where he's bundling, like, you know, Lyft and Uber rides with the album sales, which is crazy, right? Just to do gimmicks and be #1 and still wasn't #1, right? Drake just said on Thursday, like, hey yo, on Instagram and Twitter, he's like, y'all, I'm putting out a care package tomorrow, holla at your boy type shit, right? And then Friday it dropped, and now it's about to be the #1 album in the country, which is dope, right? So, you know, he's got Can I on there, he's got 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. in Toronto on there, right? But he also has a Jodeci freestyle on there with J. Cole, right? And I was kind of wondering, like, I listened to it, and I was wondering if they was gonna blank out that lyric that J. Cole has said, and they did, right? So they still did, right? So for y'all that don't know, like back in 2013, Drake dropped this song around the same time that Versace Medusa had on me, like I'm Illuminati with the Migos came out, right? And that song, but this song, the Jodeci freestyle, had J. Cole on it, and J. Cole says some wild boy shit, right? Go check the numbers, dummy. That's just me getting started. I'm autistic. You autistic retarded, right? And it was crazy, right? So everybody was up in arms. There was a petition floating around. It had like 4,000 signatures. And then after that, it was like a month, you know, that it took them to get the 4,000 signatures. After that, J. Cole, you know, had to apologize. In a recent verse on the song Jodeci Freestyle, I said something highly offensive to people with autism. Last week, when I first saw the comment from someone outraged by the lyric, I realized right away that I was in the wrong. I was instantly embarrassed that I would even do something as ignorant as that and so hurtful. What makes it the crime even worse, he says crime. He said what makes the crime even worse is that I should have known better, right? And all right, that's cool, right? You know, J. Cole apologized, and it's kind of weird and funny because, you know, a lot of hip hop, like back in the day, rappers were saying even crazier stuff, right? And J. Cole, you know, it's kind of worth saying here that J. Cole has used the word retarded in his lyrics before, talking about other rappers, yo, you're retarded or whatever like that, just making fun of somebody. But that was like, I guess, in a time where nobody really cared or really didn't catch it, or maybe J. Cole wasn't that big. But, you know, times change, right? And up until 2013, where they dropped this and he said it again, that's when they really got on him, right? And so ever since then, I guess they decided to remove the lyric from the song, and the lyric remains, you know, off of the song even now, you know, 6 years later, right? So Drake actually put out a statement too. My sincerest apologies for the pain this has caused. Individuals with autism have brilliant and creative minds, and their gifts should not be discounted. This was a learning lesson for the both of us. I'm grateful for the opportunity to try to work this, right this wrong. J. Cole and I believe that it's the right, reasonable, and respectful thing to do to remove the lyric from the song, right? So that lyric was off the song. It's been off the song this whole time, but that song couldn't even really be found anywhere until it got re-released on Friday on Drake's Care Package album, right? And this is fire, right? Because not only is this song on here, but a lot of my favorite joints are on here. And Drake is about to be #1 in hip hop for no damn reason, without doing none of the gimmicks or anything, just by saying, hey, I'm Drake, here's some music. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Alright, yo, this is dope, right? Because Remy Ma is finally off probation, right? So, you know, there was an incident like back in like 2006 or 2007. You know, it was a little shoot-in. You know, I don't want to get into no crazy details, but she was convicted of it, so it's not like whatever. But anyway, so she's been in jail probably for like about 7 years, right? She was convicted and sentenced to 8 years, but she did like 6.5, maybe 7 years in jail, right? She got out in 2014, which was 5 years ago, and then when she got out, they also told her like she has to do 5 years on probation, right? It's 2019, baby. 5 years done passed, right? So yesterday, they was celebrating Papoose and Remy. They was like on some yacht, or it looked like a speedboat. They was all singing like to Marvin Gaye and everything. The caption that Papoose wrote said, "And they live happily ever after," off papers, right? So it seems like they was happy, they was celebrating. You know, they probably rolled up a blunt and smoked on the little yacht or whatever. And it's so dope, right? Because in Remy Ma's freestyle that she did of Old Town Road about maybe 2 weeks ago, she was like, when I'm on papers, I'ma smoke till I can't no more. So it's fire, yo. And it's cool because now she could like move around, she could do her thing. She don't gotta ask probation or parole to like go out of town for like different shows. She can go out of the country if she wants to. It's just gonna be more money and a bigger bag for Remy, right? She's a legend, and I'm happy like really to see her and people like Meek Mill to like overcome their adversity and just kind of be free to live and do what they want to do and do what they have to do, right? And being able to provide for like their families, right? This is dope, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. It's dope, right? Because I think that Black Hippy might be coming back out, right? And so for y'all that don't know, right, Black Hippy is Kendrick Lamar, Ab-Soul, J-Rock, and Schoolboy Q, right? And this is fire, right? Because Kendrick, like Schoolboy Q, he's been like in the game, he's been putting out his stuff, right? But Kendrick Lamar has kind of disappeared for a little while, right? And I'm not gonna say disappeared because we know where he's at, right? He's been having babies, he's been on vacation, he's been overseas, he's been chilling, him and his fiance just had a kid, like he's been doing his thing, but he's been like enjoying his money and being like the family guy, right? And that's all good, but Kendrick, we need some new music, right? So Dreamville already dropped this year, right? And if Black Hippy could drop this year too, this would be fire, especially since now, you know, it's not like Black Hippy from back in the day. I mean, it's the same rappers, right? But these rappers are on an uphill trajectory, right? Schoolboy Q is more popular than he was back then. Kendrick Lamar is an A-list rapper, Kendrick Lamar. Ab-Soul is a beast with the production, and J-Rock just won a Grammy last year for Win, 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 Win. So this is fire because now they got to come together. I mean, this is like the Avengers coming together, right? This is like Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, and Thor coming together for one last rodeo. You feel me? So this is going to be fire, right? And I just love when rappers who can stand alone and fight alone and rap alone and kill it by themselves come together to form like the super group or something. It's like the damn Power Rangers are coming together to Megazord and all, like this is crazy, right? So, you know, Slaughterhouse, right? You got Joe Budden, you got Crooked Eye, you got Joel Ortiz, and you got Royce the 5'9", right? And it's something like that, right? Because all those four rappers are fire on their own accord and can body pretty much anybody lyrically, and then they come together to create this huge super group called Slaughterhouse, right? The same thing with Black Hippy. The only thing is that just like Slaughterhouse, Black Hippy hasn't been out for years and years and years, right? So this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I think that they're coming out because two things, right? They're UNE and Know It freestyle or You Ain't Even Know It remix is now available on all streaming platforms, right? And it's kind of crazy because back in the day, like when I was a kid, that's how, like, you know, when I used to listen to the radio, how like Hot 97 would like get people ready for like new music from like an artist that had been out for a couple years, right? So like in the year 2000 when Snoop was dropping Last Meal, you know, Hot 97, they started playing like What's My Name and like a bunch of Gin and Juice, like a bunch of old records from Snoop to kind of get your ear ready for like Snoop music, right? And then for me, myself, like I've been following that same pattern pretty much my whole life. So if Drake is about to drop something new, I'll go back and listen to like old Drake to kind of get my ear ready for like new Drake music, right? And I think that this is what's going on with Black Hippy, which is dope, right? Not only that, but there's been an artist page created on Tidal for Black Hippy. So now you can actually type in Black Hippy and search and see their music there, right? And it wasn't there last week, but it's there now. So I think that Black Hippy might be coming. And if they are, oh man, this is gonna be a dope year for music. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram. And y'all already know what to do. Peace.